right, we're moving on to the wrestling segment here. It's 135-pound finals, Paradigm Open Wrestling Tournament. We saw these guys in action this morning.
Oh, man. Did you hear that smack? Man.
So I hope the jiu-jitsu audience out there, I'm not sure if everybody's seen wrestling, but a chance to introduce the sport.
I was going to say, I'm going to let Reed take the lead on this. I don't know too much about how the wrestling tournament works, but I know it's very exciting, man.
You're a good wrestler, Gio.
I try.
But you can immediately see the different stance. The wrestler's not going to stand up straight.
That's the first thing I want to say. You can definitely see their stands are very, very low, man. Very, very low.
So we've got Marcus Hayes versus Joseph Lewis.
Is that something you just learn in time, or is that just, the stance?
Yeah, I mean, it is something that you work every day. It's just real fundamental.
Yeah.
You don't want to give easy access to your legs. So
you could definitely see these guys are wrestlers. All the jiu-jitsu guys, like you were saying earlier, they all stand up straight, man. Very big difference. Ooh. Hey.
Lewis is a little pumped up there on the side of the mat. But Hayes in particular has a great stance, and we've seen good fakes there. Really low stance.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult to get in on Hayes. Lewis drove in this morning from Austin. He's a jiu-jitsu competitor. He competed in Worlds, I guess it was last week or 2 weeks ago. But obviously a good wrestler as well.
Yeah.
He was telling me he wrestled in college, I think at Washington State.
Explain the point system?
Yeah, so actually it's interesting because they changed the rules this year.
Okay.
It used to be 2 points for a takedown, and the rule change this year is 3 points for a takedown. So trying to incentivize a little bit more the offense. So a reversal is only worth 2. But the takedown from the feet is worth 3. Another difference is in wrestling, you get a point for an escape. So if you get taken down, you get back to your feet. That's worth 1.
Can you explain that? I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't think there's been any points scored, but we ended the first period, so there's going to be 3 2-minute periods. After the end of the first period, the referee flips a coin, and depending on who wins that coin toss, one athlete will be placed down. Well, he'll have the option to be down or up or neutral.
Wow.
And so looks like Blaze had the choice, and he's choosing down. Or sorry, Hayes had the choice. He's choosing down. And the reason why somebody would do that, put themselves underneath, is because it's easier to score from the bottom than it is from the top. It's similar to the idea of pulling guard. I pull guard because I can sweep from that position.
Yeah.
So he's going to be looking to fight hands here and stand up and get back to the feet and get that point. Joseph Lewis on top is going to want to hold his opponent down, try and control him, and turn him onto his back if possible.
You know if any of our guys are out here in the finals today? Any GF team or wrestling
Yeah,
guys?
Paradigm has 2 in the finals. We've got Jamal from Russia. I forget his last name, but he's going to be at 205. And then we have the other Jamal at heavyweight.
Mm. They're fighting against each other?
No, 2 different weight
Two different
classes.
weight classes. Opa.
Nice roll there. And Hayes gets out, gets the point.
Ooh. Yeah, the one thing I could say about wrestling, man, I've never seen a boring wrestling fight in my life, man. It's always exciting, man. It's like always back and forth. But definitely, yeah, man. That's the one thing about wrestling, man.
Ooh.
Ooh, right at the edge of the mat.
Oh, man.
That's why you
Big
don't stop, man. That's why you
mental
don't
mistake
stop.
by
Yeah.
Lewis. He's looking at the scoreboard
Yeah.
and gets taken down on the edge of the mat.
Man, what a mistake, man. What a mistake. Looks like we got a discussion with the referees. Trying to talk it out and see what's going to happen.
So I'm a little confused by the score by now, too. It's showing 5-0. I thought the escape would be 1 and the takedown 3, so even if they back off these 3 points, it's going to be 2-0, and I don't quite know where the other point came from. Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are going to take that back.
2-1. So is that something
Referee
that
stops the
happens?
action there. It's just a little dangerous there on the edge of the mat, close to the window.
So is that something that happens in a wrestling match where someone will come out and kind of, I guess, touch the referee and let them know that something's going on and they got to do something?
No, I've never seen that. I don't know what's happening. The referee needs to ref the match based on what he's seeing, not based on what somebody's saying to him.
That's what I figured too.
Looks like we do have the assistant referee for this match, and he saw something on the edge of the mat and decided to intervene there.
Yeah.
Ruben, how'd the points get scored? How is it 2-0? He chose bottom and escaped. Is that 1 or 2?
The green guy, yeah, the other guy got hit for stalling, so he had 1. And he got the escape for 4.
All right, we got a clarification from the referee. The first point was a penalty for stalling, and the other point was his escape point. So it is 2-0. Oh, but looked away, and Joseph Lewis has secured a takedown, and he's now got Hayes on his back. So he's got 3 for the takedown, plus it looks like 3 back points. So he's taking the lead, 6-2. When you expose your opponent's back, they're going to start the count, and depending on how long you hold him exposed, you get more points. Okay, Hayes is going to have to work here.
Yeah.
He's got short time left, and he's down by 4.
Yeah.
Got a lot of pressure on that half Nelson, but time expires. Joseph Lewis with the come-from-behind victory. He's going to take it 6-2.
Good job, man. Good job.
Our next match is our 155 bracket. We've got Hirsekorn. Hirsekorn representing Fight Lab versus Javier Hernandez.
Austin Hirsekorn and Javier Hernandez. I was talking to Hirsekorn earlier. He told me he's more of an MMA fighter. He's never wrestled before.
He's out here doing a wrestling tournament.
But I
Awesome.
watched him. He's a good wrestler, but
Yeah.
he's never, I guess.
Awesome.
Well, I don't know. Let me say this. I don't know the extent of his wrestling
Yeah.
background, but he primarily trains MMA.
Yeah.
Hirsekorn looks to be the little bigger of the two guys here, 155 pounds.
Yeah.
But I like Hernandez's stance. He just keeps on maintaining that good stance.
Ooh.
Hernandez in on the single leg. Hirsekorn's using the whizzer. The edge of the mat here. See if he can keep him in bounds. He's got to keep at least 1 foot in bounds. No, they're out.
Yep. Out of bounds. Yeah, that sounded pretty loud. I mean, it looked like it hurt. And I just feel like wrestling is such a grind, man. I feel like you can't really, you don't have time to waste when you're wrestling, man.
Yeah, 6 minutes can feel like an eternity out there.
Yeah.
Oh, just before time expires.
Yeah.
Or time expires just before he secures the points there. So we're 0-0 going into the second period. Hirsekorn wins the toss. He has the option to defer, and Hernandez chooses the bottom position. Gets the escape. So again, sometimes people don't understand why a wrestler would choose bottom. That's exactly why. It's basically a free point. You choose bottom, you get out. You're back in the neutral position, but you got a free point.
Yeah. Good shot. Man, that was awesome shot, man. Definitely committed to that shot.
Okay, so he was awarded the takedown, and then Hernandez got the escape, so we're at 3-2. Another good deep shot here, but it looks to me like Hernandez is just a little outsized. Hirsekorn looks a lot more powerful. Getting his hips down, it's going to be hard for Hernandez to finish a shot like that. Referee calls a stalemate. He's going to stop the action, start him again. Okay, we're going into third period. It's a 1-point match. I believe Hirsekorn's going to choose down now. It's his choice in the third period, so he's expecting to get his free point. Oh, opened up his legs, and Hernandez is able to put in both hooks.
Yeah.
Flatten him out. This is a bad position. If Hernandez has a good power half here, he might be able to turn him and get some back points. Again, he's just having a hard time with the strength.
Yeah.
He's doing everything right technically, and he just looks like he's not able to affect his game. Oh. And Hirsekorn reverses the position for 3. Again, these scoring is new for this year, so it shows how unfamiliar I am with the scoring. I thought a reversal was 2, but it's 3. Takedown
I
and
definitely
reversal
don't know
3.
anything about the scoring.
So where that rule change really comes into play is somebody who likes to take somebody down, let him up, take somebody down, let him up. Instead of 2-1, it's 3-1. So there again, you see that power.
Yeah.
Hirsekorn is just ragdolling Hernandez on that mat return. So he said he's more of an MMA fighter, hasn't done much wrestling, but Austin Hirsekorn is going to come in here and
look good, man.
Take gold.
Yeah.
Nice competitive match there. Okay, this next one is going to be very interesting.
Okay.
This was a completely crazy bracket. I did not expect this to go the way that it did.
Yeah.
But here we have Chris Heasley. I don't know exactly what his age is, but he's 40 plus.
Really?
Yeah, and he came in here today and upset a couple tough wrestlers to make it to the finals. So
hey, man.
If you'd asked me who was going to be in the finals before the tournament, I wouldn't have picked either of these guys. So
definitely, yeah.
very interesting. Also, Chris got split open. He was bleeding. He had to have his head stapled today following the match. So the tournament ran this morning. He was stapled, and he's back here in the finals.
Man.
And he starts off with a quick 2 points.
Man.
So
I like the way this guy's going. Wow.
age isn't on his side, but I'll say this: Chris Heasley is motivated. He's come here to wrestle hard.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, he's definitely the aggressor right now.
Chris Heasley has a son who's a high school wrestler, and he's involved in coaching over there at Gracie Baja
okay.
West. Chase has a great wrestling program,
Gotcha.
and so it's nice to see him out here competing.
So you got experience for sure. Stuff to take. Oh man.
Randy
Stuff
Toledo
to
is at
take
House of
down.
Dragons. I'm not really sure what his background is, but
Yeah.
he also had some upset victories, I would say,
Yeah.
this morning to make it here to the finals.
Oh, that guy's good, man.
He's in a bad spot here. I think Toledo may be a little bit more of a jiu-jitsu style grappler.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got to be very careful not to put his back on the mat. If he can lock around the body here, he could take Chris over to his right. But he's got to be explosive when he does it, or he gets caught in his back. But he's got that hook in, which is going to help his leverage.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost the hook, and he's pretty close to being pinned here. 5 seconds. Okay, he survives, but he's down on points.
Oh. That guy's tough, man. The dude in the blue, he's very tough.
Age is just a number here in this match.
Hey, man. Yeah, that's very true.
So let's see if Randy Toledo can get it together here and recover. Rough first period.
Seems like the older guy has more energy. He's ready to go, man. Man. Dude, this guy's fucking
Another
tough,
headlock,
man. Shit.
He looks like he's catching Randy sleeping on that position. And just
Yeah.
ripping that headlock.
Yeah. He's talking shit too. I like that, man. I love that, man. Take him down and talking shit.
You got to watch out for these guys in their 40s. They get connected with Craig Jones' product, and it's a different ball game.
Fucking feels like he's 25, man. I didn't want to say anything, but you know, I'm sure he has a very good TRT doctor, man. There we go. I like this guy,
Yeah,
man.
I've lost track on the score. What just
Yeah.
happened? I saw a couple of reversals back and forth.
Scoreboard 16-4.
Randy did have some wins by fall this morning, so he always has a chance to get out and
Yeah.
get the win if he can get Chris on his back. But Randy just looks tired to me.
Yeah,
He
does
doesn't
look
seem to
tired,
have the
man.
energy.
Yeah.
And Chris has a solid stance, strong position. Deals with that attack easily,
Oh,
puts him on his back
man,
again.
Shit. Does he do jiu-jitsu? I feel like I've rolled with him before at Paradigm or no.
Chris did train at Paradigm years ago. Still more of a wrestler
Yeah.
focus, but he probably dabbles in some
Yeah.
nogi as well. But he's going to end this by fall here. And he's going to be quite proud with this victory. He came in and beat all the young guns. Walks away with the gold.
Good fight, man.
Big
That was
congratulations
a really
to
good fight.
Chris Heasley.
Winner, Chris Heasley.
Good job, man.
I hope that's inspiration to all the Houston
Dude,
area wrestlers to come
100%,
out
man.
and
Yeah,
challenge yourself and don't be afraid to lose.
definitely, man.
We're trying to give opportunities to adults to come out and participate in the sport they love.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of wrestlers in the Houston area who would love to be
Yeah.
doing this.
Well, Russia's another example. Russia's older there in age, but man, he's
Yep.
a tough guy, man.
Representing
Very tough.
Wrestling Club, Jonathan Ward versus Dzmal, Murktov, representing Paradigm Training Center.
Hey.
This is the 205-pound weight class. Jamal from Paradigm is taking on Jonathan Ward. Jonathan Ward is a collegiate wrestler. He was weighed in very light, so he's giving up some size here to Jamal.
Okay.
But Jamal's also over 40 years old again.
Yeah.
Super strong guy.
Yeah. Very strong.
Yeah. But he's coming from Russia, Dagestan,
Yeah.
and his background is more of a freestyle wrestling, and Ward being a collegiate wrestler may be a little more familiar with the rule set here. He's in on the leg. Jamal scrambling, but he's getting that leg extended, and now he's in a bad position. Gives up the takedown. Ward does a good job tying up that wrist, taking away the post arm. So Jamal needs to be exploding, needs to get to his feet, create scrambles. He's just a little too stagnant for my taste, and Ward decides to let him up.
Did he purposely do that? Let him get up? Looks like he wanted him to get up, huh?
Yeah, he let him up. I mean, sometimes that's the strategy. Take him down, let him up, take him down, let him up.
Yeah.
And so, especially with this new point system, he can rack up a lot of points doing
Yeah.
that. And now it's 6-1. Here again, he is not familiar with the American style wrestling. He's familiar with the international rules, so he's having to be explained by the referee where to position his hands.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Locking hands around the body, that's a penalty. He's frustrated. He knows he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. He needs to take a little time and learn the rules.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't understand how athletes go into these big tournaments and not knowing, like, you know, what to do, what's
I
the
know
rules.
this guy. He's been wrestling. I mean, I know he has the Russian international background, but he's been here for a while, and
Yeah.
he should have had time to learn these rules.
Yeah, definitely.
But as I said before, super strong guy, very dangerous. Upper body ties. If he can get a hold of him and throw him on his back, he could change the course of this match. But he doesn't respond to the shot, and Ward gets another takedown.
Yeah.
There he goes. He likes this upper body.
Yeah. This is his position right here.
Yep. He's going to go for the throw. He's got to wait till he feels the right moment.
Hey.
Nice takedown attempt there. Just went out of bounds. He's got to, again, this is a matter of the rules. In freestyle, that's points. He took him out, exposed his back. That would have been a big, big move in freestyle. In folk style that we're seeing here tonight, he's got to keep at least 1 foot in bounds. The score the way it is, Jamaal has to be looking for the big move. He's got to throw him on his back. No, another 3-point takedown, and that's it. A margin of 15 points is technical superiority.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed by Jonathan Ward. He's a good wrestler. Gave up a lot of weight there and just outclassed him with his technique.
Yeah. Pretty solid, man.
This is probably the wrestling match I'm most excited about. Both of these guys are great athletes. I train with Jamal.
Yeah, I see him tossing everyone at practice.
Yeah, he's solid. I mean, every time I shoot in on him, I get a stinger. It's like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah.
And he's wrestling Trevor Aspinall, who had a great day today, and I believe won all his matches by pin. These guys have both been around the Houston wrestling community. Jamal's trained and coached at several different clubs, and I believe these guys were training partners for a time.
So they know each other.
Yeah, they know each other.
Yeah, they know each other.
No surprises here.
Yeah. Oh.
Jamal in the PCS singlet.
Yeah.
He's making us proud in that singlet. He looks good.
Good advertisement.
Just a super athletic guy. Powerful. Aspinall doing a good job staying in his good positioning, good stance. So far, we're seeing a lot of activity and offense from Jamal, and Trevor's just kind of staying in a good stance, and he's weathered the storm so far.
Yep.
It'd be interesting to see how the conditioning plays out as this match goes on.
Yeah.
Jamal definitely using a lot more energy so far.
Moving good though, moving quick for his size, man.
Yeah, very quick. For the fans watching, I mean, it's just a huge difference to watch this versus the heavyweights we saw earlier. We talked a lot about how their stance was upright. These guys stay low.
Yeah.
And that's not a criticism of jiu-jitsu, guys, just a different style of grappling.
Yeah. It's a different level too as well. These guys train wrestling every single day.
These guys are experts in wrestling,
Yes,
and we're
sir.
seeing what it looks like
Yes, sir.
at a very high level.
Man, seeing this stuff makes me want to put a singlet on, man.
You do well. You're a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Interesting. Jamal takes neutral. He doesn't want to be underneath. I talked a lot about the free point, the rationale for choosing bottom, but he's got a lot of confidence in his stand-up, and he chooses to be on top.
Ooh.
And there he goes. He's going to get these takedown.
There we go.
There it is. 3 points. Looks like he just wore him down on that one.
Probably need to pick up the shorts too, you know. We don't want
Nice
to have
scramble, nice example of chain wrestling. You just stuck with it. Aspinall was able to defend 2-3 times, but Jamal just kept coming.
Yeah.
And he muscles his way up, back to the feet. 3-1.
Both still moving pretty good for being heavyweights, man.
So I mentioned I know Jamal pretty well. I'd say the one thing that worries me is he is kind of injury prone.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm watching to make sure he's not, you know, indicating that his
So far,
shoulder
so
or neck is bothering him. I saw him rolling his shoulder around after one of his matches this morning, so far looks like he's holding up.
Yeah.
And I think Aspinall just felt the brick wall I was talking about. He tried to shoot in, and those hips are very solid. Oh, but a nice reversal there with short time left.
Yeah.
And with that, Aspinall is in the lead, 4-3.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aspinall chooses bottom. Jamal chooses to let him up, gives him the escape point, so he has more time to work his takedown. So I'm not sure our scorekeeper caught that one, but it should be 5-3. Yep.
Yeah, they're letting him know.
There we go, 5-3.
Yeah.
So he's down by 2, but a takedown's worth 3. So this is what you train for.
There we go.
You're down by 2. You need a takedown to win. You've got over a minute to do it.
Yeah.
Can Aspinall hang on, or is Jamal going to bring the pressure, get that takedown, and win the match? Lost his contact.
Yeah.
Referee restarts the action in the center of the mat. He's got 1 minute. He needs that takedown to win the match.
go.
A short time now. This is when he needs to go for it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Looking for the takedown. Let's take him down, buddy. Let's go.
And
There
he
we
does it.
go.
Wow, with 5 seconds left,
Wow.
he gets the 3.
Wow.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah. There we go.
Great sportsmanship
Man,
between these
there
two
we
former
go.
training partners.
Right at the last second, man. That was
Jamal
awesome.
Bufford with the takedown with 5 seconds remaining for the victory. 6-5. Good job by Aspinall too.
Oh, yeah. That
Really
was a good
competitive
fight.
match.
Very, very good fight.
All right, guys. Coming up next, we've got our first super fight of the evening.
Okay, we're back to grappling now.